Debating again if we do it like this or like this. Well, I guess I maybe am looking around, getting a feel for who's left. Direct deposit, overnighted checks, I guess hand delivered. Some people, and they get up, run off to the Cape Canaveral port, go off on a cruise, stay in Hilton. Like, I mean, my problem with the hotels is like, Marriott, Courtyard Inn, and they're pretty much blatant. Obviously, the sheriff here, he knows, he encourages it. Undocumented. But the thing is, when they're illegal like that, the landscapers, especially, 100% of them. I'm sure that'd be a funny one. That'd be a good one. That'd be great. Go to a Trump hotel somewhere and see a landscaper. Sir, can we see your documents? Because people say that he's like against, criminal aliens. That's a Bill Clinton phrase, criminal aliens. Yeah, so anyway, you're supporting these hotels that are like way underpaying their. So yeah, there's a place called Ritz-Carlton Residences at Sunny Isles Beach. I met some of the workers, and oh my god, they were complaining that they're paid like $12 and $15 an hour, and this is supposed to be like the most luxurious hotel, not just in Sunny Isles Beach, but we're talking, areas such as including Bell Harbor, North Beach, Mid Beach, and then South. Well, you're not going to really compete with the green and the blue towers over there. Blue Diamond, Green Diamond. That's where Kanye West. He's got probably a few places, not just a penthouse. So the second floor people are a little pissed off at FEMA, not just FEMA, but I guess us, the first floor people. So here's Saint Jason being all good boy, and I guess I'm being an asshole. One of the things you should expect, when you're investing in Enron, you should expect there to be a lot of risk. You invested in this cryptocurrency. It's extremely volatile, y'all. This thing will move 5% in 15 seconds. It'll move 20% in an hour easily. You're gonna move to a peninsula and you're wondering why you have flooding and hurricane winds. Right now, obviously, just not even a calm little breeze. But you should expect, after Memorial Day, all the way to right around November 1st, big, heavy chance for severe, catastrophic hurricanes. Okay, that's just my take on it. But no. The narcissist Floridian says, "Ooh, we've got FEMA backing us up for our second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth vacation home." I mentioned Sunny Isles. Yeah, I stayed directly across the street from there, the Arlen House, and then of course next door to it would be this strip club. Basically, is what it is. It's more than a strip club. It's the nude beach, naked beach, all over. I never even been in Sunny Isles Beach. Ritz-Carlton Residences at Sunny Isles Beach. Technically, I have been in it. Now I think about it, in the lobby, but I've never been actually. And yeah, I did sit through the presentation to look at what they're doing, their considerations for it. But yeah, when you meet the actual workers, people who built the place, put the beams in place, all that good fun stuff, and then of course the companies that are hired to do the residual continuous upkeep of it and all that. So okay, FEMA's cutting us large checks. They like that idea. They like the dollars. My point here, I'll get to where I've been dragging this on now for more than 5 minutes. That it's just this. Not that it's gonna come back to you, but it's like, yeah, it could come back to you. But I mean, it's like, do you really need it? What does that say for the rest of your life? That you're lacking this confidence, that you lack your confidence for your love, who you really are. I want to be indifferent on this whole thing, Let me just stop coming out loud right now. It's people getting on their phones early in the morning. It's kind of unusual around here. They're all second floor. I'm not kidding you. A lot of these first floor people, they're going on cruises. They're getting their direct deposits. I guess people are pocketing it too, just holding on to it, whatever. But it's like and what's happening though here is, okay, here I am in Daytona Beach. From Daytona Beach all the way over down to pretty much Naples, okay? That whole line right there. I'm telling you, all these bars are going to be hopping, man. And these drug dealers are just going to be just drooling over all these sales that they're going to be making, y'all. That's what's really going on here. And you got to realize something. The majority of people, when I say majority, I'm talking about more than 50% of people are potheads, smokers, alcoholics. I think I read somewhere like, it's more than 50% of people smoke weed. In this country, I say it all the time, it's the most impoverished nation in the developed world. And when you look at it on a big scale basis in terms of what we have, in terms of the homelessness, the instability, people just hopping around all over the place, and crimes, the highest crime rate in every category. Yeah, it's the worst in the world across the board, okay? And the STDs, like, they don't do as much sex in this country as other countries, and guess what? They're doing they got all these protections, these condom things, and they're still getting 3 out of 4 people have either had or currently have an STD. 3 out of 4. 21% currently have an STD. I just gotta keep bringing this out there, So we're all getting our not just one check, but it's like, well, the first check that in this Daytona Beach are getting is $700, first floor. Actually, the people on the second floor, they're also getting the $700 just because it's a catastrophe. They're all getting at least the $700, but they're not getting the there's a $2,200, which is for, like, what do you call that? The rental assistance. In other words, get the fuck out of where you're living, because it's considered like, this is considered this. I'm not. I don't know if they're not. Nobody said this is condemned. That would come from like the building department at Daytona Beach. But yeah, FEMA says this is uninhabitable because we had a flood. You can see the floor. I don't think I've even. No, that's real. Okay, that's what I mean by real is it's like I never even cleaned it yet. That spot right there. Haven't even fucked with it. I'm waiting for the company to come out. I'm not kidding you. This has been like a week now. Yeah, today, the water was subsided by now. That Friday of last week. Today's what? The 6th. Is that right? That can't be right. Yeah, it's not right. It's the 7th of October, 2022. What I say? Market started falling back on its ass again. But yeah, it's October. It's going to rally by the end of the month. It's going to be just. Well, that Dow will be well up over 32,000. But then, of course, it'll be November, and that's how it is, Just for some. Well, I mean, there's a reason for it. 4Q is the start of it, so conference calls, people get all uppity up about it, and of course, you've got Christmas, and that's just a big time for the retailers and just manufacture everything in general. So yeah, it's been unique getting it, but yeah, I'm worn out. I got multiple sclerosis, and it just wears me out anymore. Um, I've done a lot of Swiffering, but I mean, okay, so let's just say I bought some new sponges. So out of pocket expenses, I'm about $5. No, I did buy some more Swiffer things. That was about $10. That'd be funny, giving that receipt to FEMA, like, hey guys, this is what my costs were for all this, and then of course my labor. So like whatever. So my cost out of pocket's like $15-20. No, I'm exaggerating. I mean, I do have a dehumidifier coming, but that's something I'm gonna be keeping, and it's like I'll be using it like on a consistent basis now anyway. That wasn't even paid for by me, y'all. You hear me? Like, we don't have other people to pay for. SMA cut the check for me, and then the new owners are not moving in till later this year. Okay, of this place, they can just see the public records on it. This sold for $84,500, the most expensive one bedroom in these condos, Daytona Beach Municipal Golf Course, Golf Club, Country Club, Golf Course Country Club, condominiums. So I'm here on multiple waiting lists, in different cities and stuff. And I got all this extra dollars that I don't even know what to do with. I mean, it's like I don't know. I mean, I just I mean, I'm not kidding you. People are going on cruises, y'all. And which the real. If I were the president, if I were the CEO of this company, if I were the CEO of whatever, I would not be cutting a check for people to go to Hilton, stay at the Hilton. I'd say, you know what? Get your fucking ass out of this city and go explore a little bit. I'm talking just, Port Orange, which is like 2 miles away. Go to New Smyrna Beach. I got to get that dehumidifier. I can smell, because I'm on this couch, and this couch is underwater. But I do have the ozone generator. There we go. I brought it to my right nostril, and I usually start with my left one. So, yeah, I would offer the reimbursement as the CEO. I mean, I've done it. I worked, U.S. Bank. We did the reimbursement stuff. We got fuel reimbursement. I had a situation one time whereby, as a manager of the branch, people were fighting over, my bankers were fighting over who was going to go to a meeting. I didn't want to fucking go to it. I didn't care. But they were fighting over it because they all wanted to go to it. Why do they want to go to it? Because, I mean, it was probably like $35 they were going to get on it. They get the reimbursement for the fuel. And it was going to be out, we're giving you an idea where I was. I was in, just like down to, in order to look at it, it's like Cleveland, and the meeting was going to be, I didn't want to go to that fucking city. It's like LaGrange or something like that, or not Lorain, but it's in Lorain County. So it's like you're dealing with 45 cents a mile or whatever it was back then, 2004. So, okay, as president, what I do reimbursements, and I go above and beyond the reimbursement because I'm taking into consideration they're putting their dollars. That's their fucking currency. And I don't like the whole idea of currency. I want you to invest in my fucking company. I want you to invest in my country. Not just my company, my country. You know what? Invest in my community. Don't fucking I'm not giving you no fucking Federal Reserve notes. No, man. Fine. We'll just out of international pressure. Wow, we're up over 14 minutes already. Great, I'll go ahead and do it. But I want to cut a check because of the alcoholics. And you want to buy your alcohol, your weed, your cocaine, your heroin, your meth. Go ahead. With your existing dollars that you already have. Because they all love their dollars. For their alcohol and their drugs and cigarettes. And caffeine. I don't do caffeine. I don't do cow's milk cheese. I don't do sugar. These are all narcotics. Caffeine is not a narcotic. It's a different type. It does hit the dopamine receptors, but it's a different part of the brain it hits. So I'm gonna. I mean, you can do food cards, but people are selling those things. So there's got to be a better way, y'all. You can just go out to the streets and say, "Hey, come out here. We'll put this right in your hand," kind of stuff. will drive people to, I don't know. So there's a marina. It's called the Harbor, Daytona Beach Harbor or something. I don't know. And across the street, I don't know how this works. It's called the Maley House or something, and it's all like low or no income housing. And be easy. I'm saying, like, why can't we put people in a situation like that where we have backup places for people to go? I mean, I guess there was. I talked to one dude. He was at a shelter. It was the mainland high school. They slept in the gym during the hurricane, and food was available for people in the gym, and they provide the whomever it was, the city provided this, that, and the other thing. Why can't we do something like that instead of just people who knew better? They're going to live in Fort Myers Beach and think that they're okay and get wasted all the time. Just drugs galore. Yeah, you try to go to Ace Hardware that Friday or Saturday. I don't remember what it was. Home Depot is sold out. Walmart is sold out of these shop vacs to get all the puddles off of the floor. I mean, I posted the videos up on there, and of course the association has used some pumps. So that's my thing. You take a risk, okay? You take a risk when you're going to buy Walmart stock. You take it's $100-something. Across the street, Dollar Tree, okay? It's $110. Yeah, you're going to get a dividend. But, oh, shit, I'm not getting my dividend this for the first time in many years. Apple and IBM and these companies. I come from beta, okay? You're going to have a risk, But there's people that are severely not just abusing the system, but they're not just defrauding, but they're manipulating the system. It's everywhere. I mean, do you realize what you're agreeing to on the website of disasterassistance.gov? That, well, and yeah, people are going to be making claims for their cars, and they'll get extra money for FEMA. I don't know about the insurance, flood insurance stuff. I don't have any kind of renter's insurance or flood insurance, or the homeowner's insurance from the condo association doesn't cover flood insurance. That's what happened here. It's a flood. I mean, obviously you can see the winds. Nothing got damaged in terms of windows from the wind. But again, all that stuff is just, it is what it is, and people are going to run for dollars at like any chance they can get. It's just weird, y'all. I'm trying to read this here. So basically, your life is going to be spinning in circles, running after dollars, doing anything and everything you can to get more and more dollars, to getting and finding ways and means to get more. How about integrity? So everybody wants to wonder, well, then how many thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars did you get from FEMA, Jason? Or how much did you get from your stimulus on the, how many vaccination did you get to not, did you just line up like every, you don't get sick ever. That's the whole point of these YouTube videos, by the way. Health. You probably get vaccinations every 3-4 weeks and lie to them and say you didn't get one before. You probably manipulate that whole thing and just keep getting vaccinations. That's why you don't get sick. Or maybe you flew out of the, yeah, I got the videos to prove I was here, but maybe you flew out of the country for the hurricane. Maybe you flew down to Aruba, went around, where the hurricane would have been. That'd be interesting. You should be outraged. You should, you creditors. China, that was our biggest creditor. Russia, Mexico, Canada. Do you see what this country's doing? These people, you are invested in these treasury bonds. You are invested in these municipalities, state bonds. And I gotta hear this shit. Well, I got bills to pay. They say they want to go pay down their credit cards. They're gonna charge them right back up again. Buy more alcohol. That's what they're doing. And then of course, they use their kids. They call them kids. They don't call them children because they're racists. And they're gonna use that as an excuse. Well, we got this. We had this much. Well, Jason, you have way less damage than. I don't disagree with anybody that's saying that I got less damage. Well, maybe I prepared for it. Maybe I don't have anything on the floor. Maybe I knew better. I'm just going to show you this right now. You see those legs right there? It's just off the floor. High enough to where it would... I mean, those legs, I got to, I still haven't done that yet. I'm going to give them a good little scrub so they don't have mold growing on them. Oh, looky here. Looky here. Looky here. Looky here. Looky here. Ooh, I can make a video of this. I don't know if I made a video of this before. Looky here. I'm just sitting here, y'all. Oh my God, this is everywhere. Look at this. Look at this. See this table right here? It's on wheels. Number one. Number two, I took the stuff right here on the top of the thing and put it on the top. Yeah, it was on the bottom and put it up on the top. That's just for guests. We've got, blankets and stuff like that. When I host somebody from a different country, or, obviously different parts of the country, different parts of this country too, a few times, they can just, pull out the air mattress right there, and they've got the bedding stuff right here. Well, blankets and things. But that was underneath. As you can see, part of the thing that wraps around the this little movable, potentially floatable table that came out. I just got to wrap it back on. I've just been too lazy to put it back on. I'm just going to deal with that some other time. I got to get like 2 little pieces of glue and it'll just stick on there. It'll be done. I just came up out of nowhere. This is all in preparation for the potential that this could happen. Look at this. I'll just show you some more. Ugh. This is the actual bedding. This hasn't even been cleaned yet. See, I pulled all this stuff up on top. There's the blanket. There's the sheet. This is in preparation for this kind of stuff that happens. But no, we're going to Florida, so we want to have FEMA wipe our ass. Hey, oh wait, we might get sick. We might get COVID, so we want to get stimulus to cover our asses. What a fucking joke, man. Why the fuck are people like I mentioned, China, Russia, Mexico, Canada, our 4 biggest shareholders, our biggest investors, our creditors, investing in this country? What a fucking joke. This is another table. There's a table right here. I haven't even had. This is given to me. Look at how high. I mean, it's right. Obviously, it was underwater. Well, a foot of it or whatever. Oh, then of course that's probably like almost a few $100. So of course they're going to tell FEMA that. Somebody else probably say, yeah, that was a $1,000 table. This was given to me. I found this I got video pictures of it on my Facebook. This was at the dumpster. My pastor, shout out. Raven Ministries on South Peninsula on Beachside. He came out here. He's got a company. He sprayed it down with this citrus, kills all kinds of stuff, and get the stains out, and then of course he vacuumed it, sprayed it with this commercial heavy duty thing he has, and cleaned his smell like brilliant. Now of course I gotta work on it. So well, look at me, I'm gonna get all dirty now. Not really, but I'll just jump in the pool. Like, what's the deal, you know? It's salvaged, y'all. This table I bought at the table on the wheels I bought at the thrift store. What's up? That I got at the thrift store. It was listed for $30. I get to the counter and they said it was $20. I could have talked them down to probably $10 if I wanted to. Whatever. This table over here it was given to me. This black one I found it by the dumpster. Now this black couch was on Walmart. That thing in the box I haven't even. That's a given to me. Thank you, Cheryl. And then of course it's called a baker's rack. I don't even know what a baker's rack is. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Oh, they're all upset. They don't cover televisions and computers. Wouldn't you think to keep your laptop off of the ground? Let me show you my laptop. This was on the ground before and I knew this was coming. I heard something about a hurricane coming, so we're by the front door now. I'm having a hard time walking still, y'all. I made sure I got this covered. Look, that's the laptop, and the tablet is right here in my hands. Of course, this is where my shoes. Oh, and I had that on the ground. Hey, FEMA. I had. They're giving the $700 is for. They say grocery or food, water and hygiene. Like, how the fuck can somebody pay that much fucking money for hygiene? I mean, White House are gonna pay like $5,000 for a toilet seat. Do you know how efficient this country would be? There's no excuse, though. There's no excuse. I can't say, well, it's if you let me be president or if you let me be CEO of whatever company, because you know what, right now the way I'm being, I should be be that way if I really cared. But you know what, this place right here is running perfectly efficiently. Who puts their TV on the floor? Oh, they lost their TV. You don't get reimbursed for computer or television stuff, I guess. Ha. I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing for the rental assistance. It's thousands of dollars. Oh my god. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and then of course, personal property. That's thousands of dollars. Wasted taxpayer dollars. Okay, y'all. You got it. Oh, not being compassionate Christian. Not being a good steward of the Islamic faith, or not being a good Buddhist, therefore won't come back to you the way that some Hindus or whatever religious people would say it's going to come, the karma stuff. Well, yeah, then we won't believe in our karma, this stuff. Well, you know that there's no dignity in what you're doing, because FEMA just wants to just move on, just like insurance adjusters. Why the hell do you think they are just so quick? Oh, we'll just pay off whatever. We'll give you whatever dollar amount. Because they're going to get that money right back from the federal government. They know it. Well, we'll go ahead and keep it up. I can see we're up to over 29 minutes. So we'll just finish it off here. My little rant about the wasted federal government dollars on this. There wasn't a thunderstorm, okay, y'all? It wasn't even. It was just a very windy day. And flood. Oh my God! I mean, people. It's like they're purposely in their fetish BDSM lifestyle. They're purposely asking for problems, and they think they're going, and then they want the U.S. taxpayer to cut the check for it.